Black Light once again. Cyberspace Ministry. Now, see, I study this. I study the media. I study my life. I study myself. I study the members in my family. I study the Caucasian. I study my people in general. Then I compare with the supreme wisdom and the teachings of Master Farad Muhammad and the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I compare that to what I see every day, you know, on TV, what I see in the streets. I compare all of that I learned over the years, and that's how I learn about myself, and that's how I learn about the teachings, because these teachings, it's living teaching. It tells the actual facts of what's going on. Because my mother done been to the hospital within the last 5 months, almost 5 times, with a heart failure. Let me read this right quick from Supreme Wisdom. It says, the uncle of Mr. W.D. Farad lived in the wilderness of North America, and he lived other than his own self. Therefore, his pulse beat 78 times per minute, and this killed him in 45 years of age. How many times did the pulse beat in 45 years? See, this is a competitive environment over here. Competition, dog eat dog, a rat race world over here, and it's spreading throughout the planet. This type of living, you got to be on time. The speed limit is 70, 80 miles an hour. People are always in a hurry. People impatient. You know, stress is on you. If you don't pay that light bill, you might get your lights cut off. If you don't pay that water bill, you might get your water cut off. You can't get sick, because if you get sick, you might lose everything. But in the hospital, man, the hospital, people just going in there like they're giving away something free. In the hospitals and the clinics, coming up with all kind of diseases, you know, dying. My mother, she 90 years old. That's a pretty long time in this day and time. But black people dying quicker than white people. They got more stress on them. The babies, schools are closing, man. Can you imagine schools closing in Detroit, man? 200 or 300 schools done closed up. High schools, grade schools. See, we used to live. At one time, the black man used to live in at least 900 years. They got black men now over in other parts of the world, Africa or whatever, living 100, 200 or 300 years. But they don't tell you that, us that. Different type of lifestyle, different type of culture, you know. Even some of the Caucasian people are living 100 years in some parts of the world. Because this world over here in the US of A, you know, you're scared all the time. You come out, gangs are killing up each other. People getting shot, stabbed, Babies are getting stolen, murdered. You know, this wears on your mind. All the TV programs about killing, murder. You know, we don't know what peace is about, man. So we don't know. I asked a question about what's heaven to you? What's paradise to you? Some people say, well, having a whole lot of money, living a luxurious life. But my mother, she been having heart attacks, man. That's a lot of stress, man, on myself too, you know, because you don't know which one is gonna take her out. When you got heart problems, you know, you're dealing with emotion. You're dealing with emotional problems. Could have happened when she was young or whatever. But as you study more about the human anatomy, you see that the human anatomy, for the most part, renews itself, overhauls itself. So it's made to last for a pretty good while. Now, eventually it'll wear out, but not in such a young a quick time, you know, like 90 is really a baby, 90 years old. Because remember, you know, we got the power of the universe within us, the atoms within us. Now, the Caucasian, he's helping this stressful situation along by putting chemtrails in the clouds and in the sky, and pesticides on the food, poison. The way he raises the food that he, you know, sells to put on market. The food, the sheep, the cows, all of them is under stress. So you're eating stress. Then you got that nasty pig that most of our people love, that with that trichine worm in it, that works on your nervous system, eats your brains out. So, you know, we dying real young. Then you got brothers killing brothers, 20 years old. Then on top of that, you got the Caucasian killing you. So, this is why Master Farad came to us. And you see, this book was made back in the 30s. He's telling you about stress, you know. He says, in North America, my uncle lived other than his own self, therefore it's supposed to be 78 times per minute. And this killed him. Stress, man, he talking about stress. That's why you got Alzheimer's. That's stress on you. You see? Stress on your brain causing mucus, you know, on your brain and whatever. You know? I mean, I got it in me, you know. So, I'm 70 years old. 70 years old. My mother 90. You know. And the little bit that I learned from How to Eat to Live from the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and what I'm learning is making me master, you know, how to live a little longer. Because I want to live a little longer to study a little longer. If I go out I want to at least know a little bit more, you know. From the cradle to the grave, that's what we got to study. Learn from the cradle to the grave. This is Black Light Out.